Scorpio, what it do? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the week of March 3rd through the 9th. Welcome in Scorpio, and thank you for being here. Today's reading will be a love reading. These are general messages, and without further ado, let's get into it. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So you may be holding on to some control issues within a situation, or just generally being a little bit impatient regarding what's going on. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So getting the sense that you may be probably unconsciously either rushing things or slowing things down, or in some way being a little bit resistant to the way that things are going right now. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And again, this may be an energy of... The message I'm getting in for you, Scorpio, is sometimes we forget about the things that sometimes we forget about the things that go on in our heads that we have not shared with another person. And I also think that sometimes, like, a person's frame of reference for you is really based on the last time that you interacted and had a conversation. So if things have changed for you and you haven't necessarily grappled with that or understood that, then the person that you're dealing with may not know that, right? And also, if you're being unconscious in any way, you may not even remember some of the things that you've said, right? Especially if it has to do with like rushing things or wanting to slow things down unconsciously. We oftentimes don't remember the impressions that we've left on other people. And since other people live in their own brains and in their own lives, they can only meet you where you were at last time. So it's really important to, at the very least, communicate the changes that are occurring. You're not going to remember everything you said, but you can say, like, I felt X a while ago, and like now I feel like this, and things have shifted for me. That really clues people into what's going on with you. Underneath the deck, we have the Death card. So there is an ending that has potentially is potentially taking place, or you may have forced it. Like I said, there's this give your relationship a chance card here, and let go of control issues. Oftentimes in relationships, the biggest sense of control that we have is overtaking and having our power, particularly in relationship, is being able to end things, to take our energy back, to cut things off. For some reason, I'm getting that sense. If that's not what's going on, then possibly something else has ended. Something's ended for another person that's allowing a situation to come in for you. That's a little bit better. But yeah, definitely getting a loud and clear message here, Scorpio, that there is an ending here. This also is just your card in the tarot deck, the Death card. So this could also just be confirmation that this reading may be for you as well here. Also, this could be a transformation. So even if something seems a little bit tumultuous, or it seems like it's ending or it's done, it may not be. This may just be things transforming for you, or reforming, or coming back in a different way. You are showing up as the Judgment card here. So there may have been a situation that occurred in the past that's coming back around to form now, that you are making a judgment over and around. I do see you as the person that holds the power here in this situation, and you being the one that holds control here. There is an opportunity, and I do see it in this card, to give this up, right? To give this up to your higher power, give this up to spirit, give this up to the universe, to God. and relinquish control here, particularly if there's a situation that feels like it's out of your control, because a person is not doing what you necessarily would want them to do at this moment. We definitely cannot control other people's actions. We also can't control how other people feel, and they can't control how they feel in general. So this is a good opportunity for you to relinquish that control and sort of give that up to a higher power. Situation has to do with the Five of Cups. So there's a little bit of loss here, some sadness. The Five of Cups is interesting. There, in the traditional Rider-Waite, there are 5 cups, 2 of them are standing and 3 have spilled, but the person is focusing on the spilled cups. And if you know anything about the tarot, the 2 of Cups is new love coming in, right? Or love, mutual love between 2 people, but the person is choosing to focus on the 3 cups that are spilled. So there's definitely a choice here. The great thing about the Minor Arcana and the Five of Cups is that it's temporary. So this sadness, this feeling of loss is definitely temporary. Oftentimes we also will, when we purposely end things with people so that they will experience some bit of sadness, it's also our way to sort of control the situation. Sometimes we also will hold on to sadness for ourselves because somewhere deep down inside we feel like if we're sad, that person will be sad too, and maybe they've moved on. So there's just an opportunity here for you to look at that energy as you move forward. The Empress card here, strong Libra, Taurus energy. Creativity, there's an opportunity here for you to do things a little bit differently, to be very creative, to be nurturing. I don't know where you're at in your journey of relationship, but the Empress speaks about fertility as well. The Empress is all the queens in the tarot deck. So it has to do with really embodying the divine feminine and sort of being the perfect side or one side of the perfect union. What this is also telling me is that there's an opportunity here for you to connect to your divine masculine. I don't see any kings in this deck, so I'm not sure what your person is doing. And the kings and queens and all that have nothing to do with gender, but the opposite energy does not exist here. So there may be an opportunity for you to start to manifest that within yourselves. You know, ideally we would both be in our divine masculine and feminine, and then we would go into union with somebody else, with ourselves balanced in that energy, so that we can balance another person out as well. The universe is working on the Magician here. So you might not feel like you have all the tools that you need to manifest what you want right now. This could mean that, you know, you may be very much in your divine feminine energy and feeling like you need the divine masculine, you need a mate, you need a person there to help you manifest. But as I said, if you are like single, or if you feel like you know, if you're in a relationship or in a dating situation and you're expecting more from the other side, the universe could be telling you to balance out your own energy internally and start to work on the things that you want and manifesting the things that you want, irrespective of how this other person decides to deal with things. What you don't see is the Page of Wands here. So somebody is very passionate about you, is what I see, but they're learning how to work with this energy. They're learning, they're very inspired, and they want to bring something to you. They want to say something to you. They want to send you a message, but they don't know what to do yet. And I feel like the universe is working on bringing in the right words and the right energy for them to, how do they convey what they actually feel towards you? And I see them coming in with something very soon. Now this is heady energy. This is like coming in with the words, right? A person is trying to formulate the right words. Maybe you've been involved in a lot of action with this person, and what is wanting to come out of whoever you're dealing with, possibly an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, is that they want to be able to give more in a situation in terms of like telling you the right things for you to hear. In the recent past, we have the Five of Wands. May have been some sort of argument, drama situation. You may have been dealing in a situation where there are a lot of people concerned, or just strong opinions here. Because this let go of control issues, give your relationship a chance. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, right? With this Knight of Swords energy, I'm getting the sense of like butting heads, hopes and fears. We also have the Five of Swords, which has to do with conflict. So there's definitely this energy of like somebody wins and somebody loses, instead of this cooperative energy of like both people win. So that is and the Five of Wands is moving out of focus, but for some reason you're still focused and a little bit nervous about conflict arising in this situation when the next thing happens. You may want to like give somebody a piece of your mind, or somebody wants to do that as well. Again, I would just be careful of that energy of any sort of conflict coming into this. I feel like just being clear about what you want doesn't necessarily have to devolve into conflict unless you're trying to convince somebody else of what you want. The scary thing about knowing what you want is that sometimes it ends things when another person cannot comply to the things that you are looking for. Conflict only happens when we try to force our opinion on other people. The Ace of Swords is showing up as you in this situation. So I see you coming in with a lot of truth. I see you wanting to work on things and start things. I see you wanting to become very clear about what it is that you want and communicating that. And what's right in front of you is a lot of happiness. So the Sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck. It supersedes any of this energy. So if you can really stand in your happiness and in what you want, there's really no situation that cannot be overcome, especially sadness and or conflict energy. Because like I said, those are temporary, and the Sun is a major influence. In the outcome, I see the Star here, and that is your energy. Or I'm sorry, this is Aquarius energy, excuse me, Scorpio. But this energy has to do with hopes and dreams coming true, right? Wishes fulfilled. So whatever you've been wishing on, whatever you've been wishing about, it seems like it is coming true here for you. So let's get some advice for you, Scorpio, moving forward. Choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. So there is a choice here to be made, Scorpio. Whatever this control issue is that you're dealing with, whatever you don't want to unfold naturally, like if you choose conflict, you will get conflict. If you choose love, which means compassion, which means even if you speak your truth, being able to listen to another person's truth and just being settled with it, I'm getting the message here for you to choose that. Choose love here, okay? That's what I have for you today, Scorpio. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.